Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see string functions part 2. We already uploaded a part 1 video which has some string functions available, and now we are going to see in this video what are the remaining string functions available in Java. So first function what you are going to see is replace function. It has two arguments within parentheses, both are characters. So this function is used to replace a character by another character at all the occurrence in the given string. So it has two characters. First character is the character available in the string, is replaced by the second character which is given in the which is given as the argument at all the occurrences. Wherever it has the character which is going to replace will be replaced by the given character, and after replacing it returns the string value. So you can see an example, string str equal to Malayalam, and you are going to replace all the a's with x. So you are going to store it in s, string s equal to str dot replace the first character within single quote, that is a, and character you are going to replace it will be given as x within single quotes. Both are separated by comma. So what happens here is after replacing all the occurrence of a by x, it will store the constant value into the variable s. Second example, string s equal to str dot replace within parenthesis. You got three arguments, 3 comma and then 2 characters. So the character does the same thing, it replaces a with x, but this 3 will go to the third location, that is third position in the given string, and then start searching for a and then replace with x. So you can see an example here, m which will be the first position, that is the 0th position, and a will be the first position, l will be in the second position, and x that is the previously it was a, that will be the third position. So it starts from this position, checks wherever it has a, it will replace by x. That's the reason you have the final outcome like this. So that will be stored in s. Second function is same replace, but this time it is string arguments. So this is used to replace a string by another string at all its occurrence in the given string. So that means you will be given a sentence, you will have a word that is will be stored in the first argument, and then it will be replaced by another word which is given in this argument. So here you can see an example, string str equal to the green bottle is in green bag. So you can see that green is a word has been repeated which is going to be replaced by red. So how to give that is, you can give str equal to str dot replace within parenthesis within double quotes the first word which is available in the string with the word which is going to be replaced. So that is red. Within double quotes you have to write that and then separated by comma. So what happens here is green wherever it appears will be replaced by red. So your sentence, final sentence will be like this: the red bottle is in red bag. That will be stored in s. So next function is concat method. This function is used to apply to concatenate two strings together. So it is just to use to join two strings, and it returns the string value. So you can see the example given here, string s1 equal to computer, s2 equal to application. So when you use concat method, it will join these two strings and will be stored in another variable. So you can see s3 equal to s1 dot concat within parenthesis s2. This is the format you have to write. So left hand side will be a variable which will be in the left hand side, and then concat method, and whatever is given in the bracket will be in the right hand side. So here computer will be in the left hand side and applications will be in the right hand side. Suppose if you want to write applications and then computer, then you have to write s2 here, s2 dot concat, then s1. So application will go in front left hand side and the computer will come in the right hand side of the string. So according to your requirement you can change it. So what happens here is it joins both the strings and it will be stored in s3. You can see that no space has been included here because there is no space in this string. So it will join as it is and it will be stored in s3. You can also use plus sign in Java to join the strings. So here you can see s1 plus s2 which will give you the same result. Now what I have done is I have given s3 equal to s1 plus added another string which is nothing but a space. So how to add a space is, you have to add a space by giving two double quotes, in between you leave a space. So that means it is a string, and then added with the third one, that is s2. So you will have s1 space s2, that is s1 is computer and then a space and then application is the s2 value that will be stored in s3. If you want to add a space using concat method, then you have to write here. You have two concat methods. So since you have a nested method, you have to use parenthesis, and inner parenthesis will be executed first. So here you got a space, then dot, concat S2. So here space is considered as a string, so it will join with S2. So application is the word that is stored in S2 will be added with the space in front and then joins with S1. So computer space applications will be the output for this. Next function is equals function. This is used to compare two strings to check whether they are identical or not. Okay, it compares both the string given. If it is equal, then it will return true, that is boolean value, or if it is not equal, it returns false. Example given is S1 equal to computer, S2 is also computer, but you can see the case is different. First one is uppercase, second one is lowercase. So you have to write like this: S1 dot equals within bracket the second variable. So S1 should be in the left hand side, or it doesn't matter whether you put S1 or S2 in front or back, but this should be the format to write. Okay, within bracket you have to write the second variable, so it will compare both. Okay, if both are identical, that means including the case, then it returns true. Here in this case, the first one is uppercase, second one is lowercase, so it returns false. The same thing, the next example you can see both are same, identical, including this both are upper cases, so it returns true value as the output. Suppose you don't want this, okay, you want to just compare the word and return whether it is, if it is same, then it is true, then you can go for equals ignore case. In this case it will compare the strings, okay, after ignoring the case and returns the value. So you can see it returns boolean value. Example here is S1 computer, S2 is computer again, but both the cases are different. First one is uppercase, second one is lowercase, but the word is same, that is identical. Okay, since it is same, it ignored the cases and returns the value true. So you can see S1 dot equals ignore case. Okay, you have to be aware of the capital letters of all the first character of each word, and then S2. Since both are same, it returns true. Next is compare to function. This function is used to check the equality of two strings. It also checks the string is bigger or smaller. Not only comparing whether it is equal, it also shows that whether the first word is bigger or smaller than the second word. It returns integer value. So how it returns integer values is if both the string S1 and S2 are same, then it returns 0. Okay, the first word is S1, second word is S2, both are same, then it is 0. If the first word, that is S1, is greater than S2, then it returns a positive value. We will see how it generates positive value. If the string S1 is smaller than this S2, then it returns negative value. So we are going to see with an example. Okay, here S1 is computer and S2 is science. So two different variables. Now I am writing S1 dot compare to S2. So what happens here is it will take the first character of the first variable is C, second variable first character is S. So it takes it and then it will subtract that value. So how it subtracts it? It will take the ASCII value of the first character. So ASCII value of C is 67 and ASCII value of S is 83. So when you subtract 67 minus 83, you are getting minus 16. So since it is a negative value, you can conclude that first string is smaller than the second. So this is how it will compare and then display the output. Next is trim function. This function used to remove the blanks from either side of the string. Other blanks which are available between the words remain unchanged. So in front of the word or at the end of the word, if you have any white space or blank space, that will be removed. You can see an example string str. You can see a space in before computer, and then in between computer science you have a space, and at the end of the science word you got a space. So three spaces here. Now str.trim will remove the blank spaces in front and back, but in between the words, if you have any space, that will not be removed, that will be unchanged. Only it will remove the blank space of the either side of the string. Okay. Next is ends with method. This function is used to check whether the given string has specified suffix or not. So you want to check whether if the word, the sentence is ending with this, or if the word is ending with this. Okay. So we want to check and returns a boolean value. We check and returns true or false. If it is ends with that word, then it returns true. If it doesn't ends with that word, it returns false. Here I given an example. Str string str equal to Java is fun. That is a string. Now str dot ends with fun. So you know that this word is this sentence is ending with fun. So automatically it returns true. Second example, I am not using the full word, I am using the last character. Then also you know that the sentence is ending with n, so again it returns true. If it is a capital letter or if it is something else, then it returns false. Next function is starts with. This function is used to check whether the given string is used as a prefix or not. That is, starts with the given word. It returns the boolean value whether it is true or false. So you can see str equal to Java is fun. Str dot starts with, then you can see the word given is Java. Okay. So since it is starting with Java, it returns true. If you give J, capital J, it returns false. If it is small j, then it returns true because it starts with small j. So you can see here another example is given. Str dot starts with capital J and remaining the same. Since it is starting with capital J, it is not starting with capital J in the string, so it returns false. Hope you understood the string functions which is used in Java. We will meet in another video. Till then, thank you.